Anyway, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Larry. Last name is Gwaltney. And the name of my company was Foto by Gwaltney. That's F-O-T-O by Gwaltney, G-W-A-L-T-N-E-Y. Anyway, I wanted to take and give you a little insight about me, a little history, how I got started, and go from there. I think back when I was 13 years old, a long time ago. But anyway, typical boys didn't have nothing else better to do on a rainy day and plunder through closets or try to find something to do. And I happened to look in my friend's closet and I noticed this box up on the shelf there. Anyway, it said darkroom outfit. And it said had a contact printer in it. You could develop your own film and everything. So I was very intrigued by it. And what I did, I took and asked. I said, Butch, I said, what are you going to do with this? He said, you can have it. He said, I don't want it. He said, it don't interest me at all. So I took the thing home. I read up on it, and I was fascinated. I said, doggone, this is, I gotta try it. So what I did, I took my little Brownie Hawkeye and 620 film, and I developed my first roll of film. Never forget it as long as I live. I was so excited to see those negatives and see those pictures right in. It's amazing. Then I took and turned around and had to make some contact prints. And I made the contact prints. But I got my little Brownie Hawkeye here still. That's it right there. That's her. That's amazing. But I still got it. And so anyway, took and I tried the contact prints, and I looked at them, but it just wasn't like pictures I'd seen come from drugstore and stuff, you know, or other places. It just wasn't that professional look. It didn't have that gloss to them like I wanted. Well, I didn't know, but how they got the gloss on the prints back then, you had a drum dryer, and that dryer had a real shiny surface to it, and that would help put the gloss on the paper. It's amazing. You're thinking back to then and all the things that's changed now and the things that you can do now. But anyway, getting back to my story, I took in, I was 15 years old. It was after about 2 years later, I was 15. And anyway, I found the studio. It was about 2.5 miles from me. And I go up there, and I told the guy, I said, look, I said, I'll do anything around here. I'll work, I'll do anything, if you'll just take the time to teach me. So anyway, he said he would. And I would take and go up there after high school. You know, after I get out of school, I'd go up there and I'd do work around there, and then he'd teach me. And the first thing he had me doing was loading his 4x5 film holders. And I'd load them up. He showed me how. And then he showed me how to take and use the camera. Went over the whole thing with me. 4x5 speed graphic. Never forget it. And the guy even trusted me. He trusted me to take one home. And he'd give me assignments. And it might be action, or it might just be just still photos or studio lighting or something, you know. But he trusted me. So I took and I'd take the work back to him, and he'd evaluate it, you know. He was very pleased. He was pleased with me. And I stayed with him all the way through high school, and I learned a lot. and I can't thank the man enough to this day. He is very, very instrumental to me. I just can't thank him enough. He gave me that start, and I even did pictures for the annual staff before I graduated. And then after I graduated, I went to work with Times Union newspaper. And I did photojournalism. I did all the printing of AP, Associated Press, and United Press International, UPI. I did all their printing that came into the newspaper, as well as photojournalism. And I really enjoyed it. I did it for 3 years, and then from there I took and went on to try to work with other professional photographers, try to learn their ways and techniques. And I had this one guy, and couldn't nobody work with him more than a month. They just couldn't do it. I worked with him for a year, and I put up with what he wanted me to do. And as strict as he was very hard. But I learned something, and I learned how to be a professional. I learned how to take and do some serious printing in the darkroom, color printing, black and white printing. When you did a black and white print, you did 10 prints, you did 3 prints. They better all be the same, regardless. There better not be no difference. And that's the way he was. But he was professional, and I like that. So then from there, I took and went on to work with other professionals. I'd talk with other professionals. I'd meet them at the lab, the color lab where we get our prints done and stuff. I'd run into different ones. And anyway, everybody liked me. Everybody liked me real well, and I got along with everybody. And I had that respect for everybody. I respected them, and I didn't try to step on no toes. And it worked out real good for me. So from there, I took and I joined the Professional Photographers Estate. And this one photographer got me involved in it. And he was telling me he win merit awards. And you win your merit awards, then you could take and once you get like 32, I think, 32, 33, you become a master. And so I started working towards my merit awards. And anyway, I took in first time I entered, you could only enter 6 per year. I won 3 merit awards. And it was hard. It was very hard. You had to have a score of 80 above. And to get that, it was extremely hard. I just cannot say. The judges were very critical. And so then I took and that wasn't good enough though for me. I took an 87, I entered 6, and I won 6 merit awards off those 6. And I took and won the Kodak Award. Only 2 of those were given out in the United States at that time per year. And I happened to be one of them that won it. And I felt very honored. From that, it seems like every time I'd enter a contest or art exhibit or anything, I'd win. I did a lot of cover photos, and so I was on a little roll there, I guess, but I had learned and I had studied hard, and I tried to come up with different ideas. I tried to come up with something different from anybody else. And then I came up and started doing trader cards. I bought the trader card business here. There wasn't nobody doing it. Wasn't nobody doing trader cards at all. And so that worked out real good for me. Did that for a long time. And I didn't shoot with no 35. I shot with a Hasselblad. When I did the pictures of children out there, I made sure to do it as professional as I could do it. And that's what I did. And so then from there, I took and got into weddings, big time into weddings. And I got where I was very well known in the wedding photography. And then I became a fireman also. That was something else I wanted to do. And it seems like everything I ever tried to want to do, I did. You know, I wanted to be a pilot, and I wanted to do aerial pictures, and I became a pilot. Not only got my private, I got my commercial license, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed flying. I loved it. So anyway, I took and turned around, and I did the wedding photography for some time, and then I finally got away from it. While I was a fireman, I did photography on the side, and I continued all those years. And then I got hurt with the fire department. I had 24 years in, and I got hurt and rescued. Ended up in back surgery, neck surgery. In fact, I've had 3 back surgeries and 4 neck surgeries. But I'm doing good. God's been with me. I died back in 17, the year 2017. And it was right after my wife had deceased. And we were together 24 years, and I loved her to death, unconditionally. And I took it very, very hard, but God got me through it. And I went to California, and I got rid of my house, because when I came home from the hospital, after spending 4.5 weeks in the hospital, I came home and everything was wiped out, stolen. Over $300,000 of stuff stolen. I cannot begin to say. My insurance didn't cover it. All my camera equipment, all my photographs, everything, clothes, everything. Everything was stolen. So got rid of the house, and I went to California and did some picture work out there, and then I went over to Mexico and spent some time there. And I've really enjoyed doing landscape. I enjoy doing wildlife, and I enjoy doing micro. So that's what I'm doing right now, and that's what I want to continue doing, and as well as do to YouTube, and hopefully I can help some other people. Hopefully I can teach them something too. The digital part of it is that's a whole new concept there to me. And when I was coming along with nothing but film, that's the only thing I knew was film and darkroom and all. But I've learned, and I'm still learning. And I've really enjoyed Tony and Celsi. I've enjoyed their programs, as well as other photographers. Don't take me wrong, there's many, many photographers, professionals there that are teaching digital or just unreal. I think it's Gerard or Poland. He's another one. Excellent photographer. I might have said his name wrong. If I did, I apologize. But anyway, that gives you a little bit of insight about me, and I look forward to hopefully being able to help some people out. Anytime I can help you out, I'll be glad to. If you got a question for me, if I don't have the answer, hey, I'll find the answer. I'll get it for you. But I really look forward to doing the YouTube, and I hope it turns out successful. I'll show you a couple of real quick pictures here. Let me see here. Let me grab them here. This is let's see here. It sounds like another phone ringing. But anyway, here's I don't know if you can see that or not. But let me see if I can grab the other ones here. Bear with me just a second. I don't know what that is ringing, but something keeps ringing. Oh, this was over in Puerto Rico. There's a big castle over there. You might enjoy that. This beautiful sky, just beautiful as it could be. know if you can see it or not. And here's a close-up of the eagle. I like getting in close when I can. That's a close-up. But anyway, look forward to it. I'm sorry about the noise there. I don't know what that is. It sounds like another phone, but it's not. I don't have another phone here that I know of, so I don't know what it is. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I look forward to talking to you some more. My website is larrygwaltney83@gmail.com. And write me anytime, text me, and we'll go from there. And lastly, I apologize for that noise. Thank you, and God bless.